magical people of the internet, I'm Alexandra and welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm going to be showing you how I made a doll bed for Rosabella Beauty, daughter of Beauty and the Beast from the Ever After High line. So this is how it looks. It's like, my inspiration was to give it a enchanted rose garden sort of feel. I really give her a sort of home away from home sort of vibe. Especially with this faux fur blanket. I imagine it's something that maybe reminds her of her dad, gifted to her by her parents, and then just like, I'm sure they have roses all over the castle, so these roses remind her of home. But yeah, I'm super happy with how this bed came out. So fun fact, the gold applique fabric on there took me over a year to find because I went to a couple craft stores and fabric stores and I could not find what I wanted. And then I got caught up with going to school, so that was a thing. So yeah, this bed took a hot second to complete, but I'm super happy with how it came out. And for anyone interested, this is what the plans look like. Hopefully it's not too washed out by my light, but every time I go into a project, specifically these doll beds, but in general, I always drop some plans like so. But yeah, also if you want to follow me on Instagram, I post occasional updates when I'm working on projects like this, so you know what I'm working on before the video comes out, because the video either comes out 2 seconds or 2 years after I finish the project. There's no in between. But anyways, my Instagram is at pinky_girl513, and then also if you want to follow my mermaid account, it's at alexandra.the.mermaid. Yeah, you'll see it on screen. And also it'll be down in the description down below. So yeah, without further ado, let's get on to video.
Alrighty, so starting off, I have wrapped the smooth foam block around with fabric, and we're wrapping it like a present as per usual. And so the fabric I chose is this really pretty gray fabric with these roses on it that has this really shimmery, like gold thread shimmering in it, and I just thought that was really pretty and perfect for Rosabella. But yeah, just wrapping it like a present, doing the sides, and then on to the next step. For the headboard, I created this wooden trellis using these wood craft sticks. They're a little bit skinnier than popsicle sticks, and all I did is I laid them out on my table and glued them together how I wanted it. I used the end of the bed as a measurement to dictate how wide I wanted it to be, and yeah, when it's finished, I'm going to glue it to the end of the bed just like so. Alrighty, so now I have painted the trellis white, though it is like a very, very light gray because I add the smallest amount of black to it, so it's not like a pure white, bright white, to also match with the bed sheet a little bit. And then also I am painting these other popsicle sticks gold, as well as these dowels gold, for the rest of the structure of the bed that I will be showing you how I assemble that in a bit. Alrighty, and here is the headboard as it stands right now. I had my dad saw off the edges here because I wanted it to be just a little bit more narrow, and I'm going to be keeping the raw wood edges plain. I'm not going to be painting them white because I kind of like that aesthetic. But yeah, if you were doing this, you could do this with a pair of nail clippers, but I didn't want to ruin a good pair of nail clippers. So a saw is recommended, but if you don't have power tools, you know, nail clippers are alright. But I'm going to be gluing it to the end of the bed like so, and then I'll also be gluing the other structure pieces around the edge of the bed as well. Alrighty, so here's how it's looking so far. I've attached the headboard and the other structure pieces, as you can see. And then I also started to weave the this leafy green ribbon through the holes of the trellis to, you know, make it look like something's growing out of there. And I'm also going to be wrapping the same trim around all of the poles and the other structure pieces of the bed to just make this look like an absolute rose garden sanctuary sort of vibes for Rosabella. Alrighty, and here's how the bed looks completely overgrown with that leafy green ribbon. So yeah, how I did the headboard is I went in from the back on the bottom, and I just weaved the trim all the way up, and then I glued it at the top. I only glued it at the top and at the back, so to save time I like, you know, having to glue every little piece of it down. And it also gives it sort of that sort of loose, you know, actually kind of naturally grown sort of vibes to it. And you know, avoids glue strings going everywhere. Next, I'm going to be adding these silk roses everywhere. They are from Celebrate It, and they're just going to be going everywhere. And when I say everywhere, I mean everywhere. This is going to look like an overgrown rose garden. I thought about painting them, but I don't mind them this pink color, so but yeah, they're going everywhere. Alrighty, and for the blanket, I've got this yellow fabric that you might recognize from Nina Thumbell's bed, because in this house we recycle fabric, and so we don't have to go out and buy new fabric, save money, you know. And then I've got this gold lace floral-ish trim, which I kid you not took me over a year to find exactly what I want, because I was finding gold, I was finding floral, but I wasn't finding exactly what I wanted, so found this. Then I have this gold ribbon trim that I'm going to be gluing with some fabric glue along in this sort of florally tulip rose petal sort of shape. Alrighty, so while the gold trim is drying, I pinned this green strip of fabric to the top here that I'm going to sew across this top edge here, and then I'm going to flip that up to give the blanket a nice green top border trim. Alrighty, so the gold trim has dried, and I sewed the green strip at the top here, and now I'm just going to be taking the bedsheet fabric to use as a liner for the back of the blanket. Just quickly for the pillow, the fabric is the same yellow one and gold applique fabric backed with this green one. And here's what the finished bed looks like, but I have one more thing. I have this faux fur throw, keyword being faux fur, of course, this is Rosabella. I backed it with some red felt, and I just thought it's a cute little extra touch, maybe like a reminder of home to cozy up with at night when she's away at school, you know. But yeah, this is what the finished bed looks like.
Alrighty guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I am super happy with how this came out. I always say that about my projects, but like I never say they're complete until, you know, I'm done and I'm proud of them, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna give you one last look at the bed here. Ta-da! Oh my gosh, I love this so much. But yeah, again, if you would like to follow me on Instagram so you can see sneak peeks into what I'm working on long before the video ever somehow makes it to YouTube eventually, my main Instagram is at pinky_girl513, and then my mermaid Instagram, if you're interested in that, is at Alexandria the Mermaid. And those will be typed out and linked down below in the description, along with some link trees. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or suggestions about future doll beds, because I do have at least 3 fully planned out, so, and I have a lot of supplies, so I'm gonna see what I can get done before I have to go back to school, or they might get resumed working on over my winter break. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave it a like, leave it a comment down below, share it with a friend that might like it. Yeah, and until next time, I'm Alexandra. Okay, bye y'all.